Hello guys, Rare Spark here with my new series, Association Mode for the Boston Celtics. I decided looking around YouTube that I'd start on my own Association Mode since a lot of people seem to enjoy those type of videos. So I'm going to follow the Great Story Bro format with 29 games. I'm going to play them all and hopefully I'll upload them very quickly. I already played one game for this association. Look for that to come out in a couple of days. I just didn't really have time to edit both videos. So I would have posted them back to back, but like I said, I didn't really have time. So I was looking through, trying to decide. I was thinking I'm definitely probably going Celtics, but might as well look through, see if there's any other teams that interest me. And obviously, there was another team that came to mind, the Spurs, who I'd love to rebuild, but you know, it's the stupidest reason, but I don't like their jerseys. As dumb as that sounds, I just don't like their selection of jerseys. It's just black and white. The team's good and everything, and it would be a nice team to rebuild, but it's just... I figure the Boston Celtics are about to go into rebuild in a few years, maybe in like 2 or 3 years. So I figured, why not rebuild the Celtics now? And basically I get rid of everyone. Everyone you can imagine. This team gets flopped. Everyone's gone. Everyone gets traded for. You'll see what happens. I looked up a couple deals before I started the association mode to see like what I could do these quick deals, but you'll see, unfortunately, halfway through some of the deals don't work for whatever reason, so I have to shake them up, figure it out, and you'll go through that with me and you'll see like the struggles I went through to try and get this team rebuilt. And as you can see, I'm just assigning roles. It really doesn't matter to me at this point because, you know, I'm rebuilding. So I decided to download the draft class from the 2K, and I didn't go with this guy's because I've used his in the past and I just didn't like it, but I had some good success with the draft. You'll see that I had a good success with Warp Halflings draft class, so if you're looking for a good draft class, I'd go with that one. He's very up to date with it. His players look at least half, basically as close as you can get to their real thing. So I chose his, went with it because I've used his before, so why not? And first things first, I'm trading away the captain, Paul Pierce. I'm sure this probably would not happen in real life. They'll probably keep him till he retires, but I figured I'd get some value for him while I still could, since it is association mode. Why not, you know, have a little fun with it? And I know this is a pretty lopsided trade, maybe, or whatever you guys think. Try to get a first and a second, but they obviously don't want to do that. I'd have to add in Jermaine O'Neal, and that just ruins my trades. So I decided to just take him out and do the deal, Paul Pierce for Richard Hamilton and a first. But remember, the Pistons are not that good this year, so you know, their first round pick is probably in the lottery. So I just traded Paul Pierce for Richard Hamilton, who's a decent player at least for a lottery pick. So I felt that was a good thing to do for rebuilding, and you'll see why in a little while, why those first round picks that I'm trading for right now come in handy. There goes KG, and now I'm going to trade Ray Allen, and Rondo is going to go as well, but I decided what I was going to do is trade the big three for a player and a draft pick, player and a draft pick, player and a draft pick, things like that, and you know, stock up all the draft picks I could get. I'm trying to get both. I was trying to get Chris Kaman and the second round pick, but they didn't want it, so I just had to take it out. So there goes Ray Allen. I'm trying to trade the O'Neals together just to, you know, see what value I get, and I believe I trade them to the 76ers. Yes, I trade them to the 76ers for Drew Holiday, who's a young point guard that I like, so I decided to go for him. I know this deal might seem lopsided, whatever, because, you know, I'm only getting him in the deal, but he is a very good young player. He's defense first, and he's learning his offensive game in the NBA now. So he is a very good player, and I get him in the deal. So right now my team's looking to get younger, and as you can see, it's getting younger and younger as the more trades I make. And I decided to use the trade finder because unfortunately the deal I had originally in place did not work. So I decided to go for Josh Smith because he's only 24 years old, 86 overall. Very high potential, very athletic, one of my favorite players in the league. When he's on, he is one of the most dominant players and can control a game. So I decided to go with him. I mean, look who I'm trading him for. Glenn Davis, who's alright. Troy Murphy, who's very old now. He's on his way out. And Delonte West, who's a decent player. And that first round pick I got in the deal also gets traded. And I don't know if you caught that one, but that was Rondo for Rudy Gay. And now I'm trying to trade Richard Hamilton to get Eric Gordon from the Clippers. And so I try to get a second round pick. They say no. So I go and just trade up for the straight up. So there you have it. So far this is my team. It's not complete yet. I'm still going to make some more moves and more changes because I didn't feel I had enough size, and I didn't feel I was strongly offensive as I needed to be. Sorry about that. So you see, I start making more moves, start using the trade finder and things like that. I'm trying to look at my roster. I have a hole at power forward right now, so I figured I got to go out and get a power forward and maybe a center, because I was thinking about trading away a center, so I figured I'd replace him by getting a center and a power forward in the next trade. So what I do is I go to the trade finder. What am I doing? I must have had trouble finding the trade finder. Oh wait, no, I go to free agents first because I wanted to sign a few players, and Larry Hughes is one of the players that I always sign in association mode because it is very good, and he's a very good player. He can play anything from the 1 to the 3, so I figured he's a good asset to have on the team. And I decided to go with a big, try to replace, fill in the hole at power forward, backup with Sean Williams. Not the one that plays for the Knicks, but the one that was a free agent and used to play for the Nets, I believe. He is a pretty good shot blocker, and he is pretty athletic. Not the best character guy. He gets in trouble with the law a couple times, but you know, that really doesn't matter in 2K. You can't really, no one's gonna get arrested or something like that in the middle of the season or anything like that, like they could in real life. So I figured this would be my ending, this would be my team, but I decided to look at what trades I could get. I also got Skip to my Lou, thinking he could be a good veteran backup, but I tried to get Galena because he has a good trade value, but couldn't get him because he's too high of a contract. So anyways, I go to Trade Finder and I decide to trade Skip to my Lou and Nenad Kristic, I believe it is the deal I pick. Trade them away to the Pistons. This is the second deal I did with the Pistons. I did 2 deals with the Clippers and Pistons, so you'll see a lot of different guys from those teams on my team. They play a big part on my team, and they are important to me. So as you can see, I'm looking through the trades here, not seeing anything I like really until I see this trade right here. Jason Maxiell and Ben Wallace for Ray Carlson and Nenad Kristic. I figured right away, I already knew what I was going to do. I was going to switch Ben Wallace to a power forward on this team because I already had Samuel Dellenberg and Chris Kaman, and I did not need another backup center. So I decided to switch him, keep him all the same play style and everything, just switch his position to power forward because he is short anyway. He's 6'8", and I decided to change his number because he did not look right in that number, so I gave him 36. But as you can see, I have a lot of power forwards now, 4 of them, and I did not think I was going to keep Jason Maxiell, so I knew right away when I was trading for him I was going to trade him away instantly right back. So I figured why not just trade away Jason Maxiell, and I believe Marvin Williams is the 2 players I was trying to get rid of because I did not feel the need to have them on my team, and I didn't have any reason to have them on my team. They didn't fit my play style and what I was going for. So I decided to trade Jason Maxiell, and Marvin Williams comes up in the trade. So I said, you know what, I'll go with it, and I decided to make the trade. I'm looking for a small forward to back up Rudy Gay. And I looked at this trade for a while. I was sitting there thinking about it because I am a Knicks fan and I like those Ronny Turiaf and Sean Williams. So I was sitting there for a while thinking about it, and unfortunately I just decided not to go with it because I didn't feel the rest of the trade was fair and even. So anyways, I look at this deal from the Suns and I decide to take it because Mikael Pietrus is one of the best backup small forwards in the league. He is a very good defensive player. and I decided to go into the trade view because I decided to take out Carlos Arroyo and put in Marvin Williams into the trade because I wanted to get rid of him. Trade doesn't work, so I add a few pieces, and I get Hakeem Warwick in the deal, and this guy, I don't know who he is. I guess he's a D-leaguer that the Suns signed toward the end of the season, so he's ended up being on the team. And I trade Ishmael Smith, and the trade goes through, and this ends up being my final roster for now. I do make a trade after the first game because I realized that there was a little bit of problems with my team, certain things like depth and all that, so I decided to make another trade, but you guys will see that after the first game because I'll just let you know what the trades I made, and I'll give you a little hint. It's with the Rockets, and it has something to do with a Williams and a Lee, so look out for those, and keep an eye out for this. More videos will be coming out soon for the association mode. I just gotta edit and set up the first game because it's 60 minutes of gameplay because I did 10-minute quarters as you saw in the beginning. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys look forward to more videos from this series. More videos from Tracy McGrady will come out tomorrow. I'm a little running late on that one, I know, but I will get them out. So Tracy McGrady video coming out tomorrow, and maybe some more crew stuff in the next following days. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Rare Spark out.